Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of Minecraft Invasion. So, we have basically decided that canola power is the way to go, at least because this bone meal seems to provide a huge return in investment. Now I might want to eventually, I was actually surprised at that. Wow, I jumped pretty high, I forgot. Anyways, now we will want to eventually find a good way to get bone meals, maybe eventually making a mob farm out of that. How's there fire over there? Hey, you? I know what you done, and I do not appreciate it. Anyway, so we might want to turn that to a mob farm at some future point in time. However, we're not going to do that right now. We are going to look at the fermenting barrels. Now, the fermenting barrel is the thing that is required in order to upgrade our canola oil into good old-fashioned American crude. Because that's apparently what everybody's so amazed at nowadays, right? Right? Yes, let's go with that. So we are going to make a fermenting barrel. That's going to require wood casings, which is actually a pretty easy thing to do. Let us go with 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we are going to need to convert some of our iron into Inori crystals. You're not going to ignore me forever! Ha 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 ha! There we go. And then we have the canola and the logs, and that should be good enough. Now, I'm not sure what the ratio is going to end up being. So let us pop up here. This is going to be our production corner, and where we want this, let's move this. We're gonna eventually have it on the wall here. Let's see, does that produce a good enough cone of light? Let's remove this and place this here instead. And I think placing them too high might be how we want to do this. Yeah, I think that's good. We might eventually have a chandelier here also, but I just want to make sure we have a nice even amount of light and I don't constantly run into it or need any sort of extra stuff. So eventually what we're going to have is we'll have this thing right here, the canola press, and as you can see it requires energy, which we're going to need to export from China, which is an easy enough thing to do. Just means we'll have to dig a bit of a hole here. Now how do we want to do this? Actually, now that I think of it, we are going to want to make sure that we have it nice, and wow, those dropped frames are amazing. But what we'll want to do is either we'll have to have it in the wall or in the floor. I'm thinking we'll just have it wall because heck with it. I'm not caring about the resources of this. Screw that, infinitum, etc, etc. Okay, so there. We'll put it maybe here. How come sometimes it's instant break, other times it's like LOL, nope, it's gonna take forever to do. Maybe it just hates me. That's a possibility. It's a definite possibility. So let's put this here, and now we have the fermenting barrels. So there. Doesn't require energy, so that's fine, and we'll put it like this. Apparently we won't put it like that, which is why I came prepared and made a heck of a lot of conduit binders. So all we're going to need to do with this is to craft a whole slew of facades and put on a brave face for us to actually be able to do something. Ultra rare, I forgot about that, so let us take that. We're not going to need the food anytime soon, so let's grab this and put this where we need it. This. Okay, and there we go. Thank you, happy, good. So now we're going to do a bit of testing, I guess. How many fermenting barrels does it take to go to canola presses? I don't know. We'll see. It's probably going to require a lot of the canola. I'm just going to see when it gets to steady state. Then again, I'm out of canola already, and I am running out of energy. So we got oil in here. Got oil in all of these. And what we can do now is apply a bit of energy, which is where we're also going to need these, because hooray, hooray. I'm gonna have to break these anyways, because we are going to need the energy to be outputted from this contraption anyway. So what I'm trying to do is, as you can see, the fluid automatically exports. Yes, that is definitely what I was thinking about. It automatically is pushed out of the system from this. So the canola press will automatically push the fluid that it makes into the fermenting barrels, which is what should be expected. And then the fermenting barrels supposedly should automatically export from each other as well. From each other, yes. The fermenting barrel will basically export its fuel to adjacent machines as well, which is going to be our oil generators, assuming all goes to plan, which you never know how it's going to be. We need a facade here, and we also need a facade here and here. We don't actually need facades here and here. Oh, that's a big ring around the rosy. And then we're going to need to get a bit more energy conduits. So let's convert a bit of this. Boulder dash. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now we have to wait for that, but in the meantime, let's put one oil generator down as well as our two other fermenting barrels, because that is going to be kind of necessary, all things considered. I thought I saw something jump out. So, place this down, and it should generate energy from the, not canola oil. We're going to need to break this, and we're going to uncraft it and put that there. And this should take some energy from the oil. Well, rather, will produce energy from the oil. And that gets exported out. Assuming that everything works, which I'm not sure. Ooh, we actually have full of this. So if we put this here, obviously some's going to go into here and here. But it should be a net positive at the very end of all of this, which is going to be nice once all of that is said and done. That said, I'm not sure the burn rates. It might be overkill if we were to have this. Basically, if we were to have 4 of these, we might only need 2 of these. But that's what we'll find out once we hook everything else up. And one of the things that we can do in order to do that, actually we'll need to hook this up so that now that we actually have a bit of power generation, not sustained very well, as you can see, but we might as well burn a bit of energy. Actually, no, we shouldn't burn a bit of energy, because we are going to need a bit of energy to start up this process and we already have a bit of energy. Ugh, it's not like it's going to be taken from us. We need to export this canola into our system, so that means we will need to have another set of item conduits for this express purpose going into all this. Which means we'll temporarily... do we need to... No, there probably isn't any reason to do that. So place... we will need to access this from below, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3. It's probably would have been good if I actually kept that. Now that I think of it. There we go. Boop. Boop. Okay. Do I need to boop one more? Probably need to boop one more. Just so that I have a bit more... okay, I didn't need to. But I basically need to be able to access the panel under here when I finally place the thing, which is very articulate, and I am proud with all of my achievements thus far. Okay, so this will be an easy enough thing to do. So let's place this down, and this is going to be where we need it, and we are going to have an insertion, and we'll have black as our canola. And my pen is gone, so let us use a lovely pencil. So black is for our canola. And that is gonna bring us into the red, essentially. That wasn't even a joke, and I'm laughing at myself. Laughing at myself or laughing at everybody else's pain due to the entire situation. I'm not sure. I think I like both options, so I'm gonna go with I have no bloody clue what I'm doing. Speaking about no blade clue of what I'm doing, let's get this so that we can have the energy conduits that we probably actually don't need. Get rid of this. Do not vein mine that way, I swear to God. I was just about to hold O while pressing that, and that would have been so disastrous. I do not want to think about it. I do not want to think about it. Speaking about not thinking, let us make some of these so that we have our item conduits. We are going to need some more conduit binder, which is a good thing that we have all of that cooking up. So, item conduits, continuing on in its merry journey. We have all of that hooked up. All that we need to do is, actually, the canola seeds we currently do not need, so we might want to filter that unless canola seeds can't actually get put in here. Let's check that. Let's take these canola seeds and place them here. No, we can't. Okay, so they will not be accepted even if they were to be sent. So what we can probably do in the interim, because we want to make this nice and simple, is we can get not a barrel but one of those simple methods to store all of our stuff. A drawer, that is it. That is definitely what we need. So let's make a drawer real quick, and we will have this set so that it only accepts the canola seeds. There we go. Let's break this open because that's going to be fun. No, everything is going everywhere and I don't like it. No. Take this, fill this with that. That should be fine. And then all we'll do is place this here and this here. And this will be set so that it's extraction. I believe I set it to black. It'll be always active. And this will be set for insertion black. So all of those seeds should go into there, theoretically speaking. I said theoretically speaking, but it doesn't seem like it's automatically extracting. That is probably because... No. Okay. No, that's the automatic export, not the pull from me freely. So that means, do we need a separate chest and then something like that, or do we need something else? Let's do silly way first. We'll pick this up and have seeds go everywhere, but that is how I do. And we'll have chests go here and throw these back. I do not want to eat you, so don't even attempt to offer it. And we'll do this. And we'll have this as, we'll basically go down here, have this as extraction, black, always active. That'll get rid of the canola stuff. Then we'll have here black as well, and we will want to pre-prime this with the canola seeds. There we go. And we'll set this here for insertion black. So we should get some canola seeds there, which is good, and our canola itself is going to go over here, which will start the fermenting process, and then we can see how all of this goes. I'm not sure if this is balanced. It might be balanced. This has a lot of oil process left over. This does too. This has a lot of oil as well. So we might actually want 4 different oil generators. So let's see what the... Is this net positive? This is indeed net positive without these machines running, mind you. And we don't actually... We do need fuel still. So let's put that back down. I originally disconnected it because it didn't seem like it was consuming water, but whatever. So always active, water will go there. Eventually we will need to refill this tank, but considering that it's hardly taking any water at all, I think we are doing well enough. So that's a pretty simple system just off in the corner. We might eventually need to refill its bone meal, but for now I think it is good. Eventually this will get full and clog up this system, which just means that this is completely full. We don't need to worry too much about anything else. So while that's going, we're going to need to make more oil generators. Oiler. Yes, I'm going to make oiler generators. That is definitely what I will need to do. Yeah. Oilers are a hockey team, by the way, in case no one actually knew. They are based in Edmonton, Alberta. And yeah, I thought you'd like to know that. So we need 6 times 4. So math. That is very good for me to 24. Very good for me to fumble with. So we need 24 of these. That means 7 more of these. And a bunch of stone. So 24 stone slabs, which means I think just 2 more crafts of the stone slabs. Do we have any stone on our persons? Yes, we do, thankfully. Boop. Boop. Okay. Yep. Nope, we actually need more. There we go. And what also do we need? We need a bunch of cobblestone, which we can just grab from this chest because we are not gonna take from that other chest until we need it. Well, we probably are. It's just that I keep on forgetting about that, and I keep on making myself look like a jerk butt. Like a jerk butt in the highest caliber. In the highest caliber. That does not sound very appealing at all. Let's take that canola, because we are going to need it, and we will make 6 of these. Black. Black. Once you go black, never go back. Apparently, it's only a saying I heard. Anyways. 6 of these, and 3 of these. That gives us all that we need. Yes sirree, yes sirree. We can throw these away because we are not going to need them, at least for the foreseeable future. There, 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 there. So I think we have, well, we'll see the net surplus if there is any. We got this powered, we got this powered, we got this powered, we got this powered. Currently, we are basically outputting 400 RF a tick of on-demand power. So with a bit of bone meal, which currently is a non-renewable resource, we are getting quite a bit of energy, and we are doing quite well. It just requires a bit of water, a bit of energy to start the process, and a bit of time. We might eventually not meet the demands, but let us set these machines back up so that we can go onwards to That was not what I wanted to do. Here? No. 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 I want my energy. Oh! How did I not fall? Do I not take fall damage with these? Ow, ow, ow. Do I seriously not take fall damage with these boots? That feels broken. Then again, considering how much I needed to work my butt off, my furry butt off. No, I'm not. Anyways, work my butt off for them. I'm not that surprised. However, it does ask some questions which I don't know if I want answered. But anyways, so let's try to connect this again, please. Left click. Shift left click. Shift left click. Control click. Control left click. Click. Click click. We basically need to get this set up again, but I am not getting the option to do so, which is doing it again. Let me try to reconnect this, and I'll be back. Okay, I think I got all this actually working. It took a lot of fiddling with. Oh my gosh. Bling, bling, bling. Hello? Hi, how's it going? This is at always active. This is at always active. Let's set this to always active and this to always active, so we should start getting that set up again. And because we have essentially a large surplus of energy, we have 12 RF a tick surplus right now. Well, so this is producing 400 RF a tick, and we have a lot of fluid left. So it might be that this stuff, like these oil generators, aren't able to handle all the output from the fermenting barrels, which might be the case, and it seems like this is just keeping up with the demand that we are getting. So it seems that the garden cloche to the canola press is a 1-to-1 ratio. So we need one of these for one of those. but I'm not sure if we need more fermenting barrels towards the oil generators or something like that. I'm not sure. That's something I might math out at a later point in time. Actually, are we now at a bigger surplus? That's full, that's full, that's full. That's not any energy. Okay, what did we want the alloy smelter for? Another continuous job that we'll look at in a second, I suppose, but what we also wanted to do was, where should we have our actual item storage? I mean, this works, but it's not something which I would consider as very expandable item storage, and it's kind of clunky. I mean, the iron chest variants, etc. would probably be better, but that's not something that I'd necessarily want to invest in. Something that I would invest in, though, let's get rid of this, thank you very much, is, well, let's actually put it away over here, is I'll want to invest in getting a dedicated redstone farm, which should be an easy enough matter to accomplish, especially since I basically have everything that I need in order to do this. Just need a bit more sanity, and we'll need to break a few of those blocks, but that is an easy enough thing to do. We'll also want to automate this thing, because obviously wood generation is going to be helpful. However, I don't need that much wood right now. Later on, I'm pretty sure I definitely will, but for now I'm not going to worry about some things like that. So let us get a farmer again. Is it farmer or planter? Let's actually look at what we have here, because this is, no, not chopper. Stone, space, farmer, planter. Is it a planter? No, that's a planter. That's a chopper. That is an, oh my god, I am messing up this progressive automation. Let's get rid of you. I also want to expand our turrets, actually, now that I think of it. I haven't been... Who are you hitting it? Oh, you're hitting Iron Man. Ooh, bone. I kind of need that. Ooh. Insert bad joke here. Anyways, we need to look at progressive, which gives us the stone chopper, stone miner, stone generator, which seems very helpful, stone planter. I'm not going to make the iron planter because the upgrades in order to make those, I do not have the iron in order to do that, and I basically just need this in order to automate the production over here. So let us get that going at a steady click. We're going to need some more conduits later on, but let's craft the main components first, and then we can worry about all the other peripheral stuff. So we're going to need 3 of these, actually. So 1 of you and 2 you, because we'll need to use 1 of them in the actual machine. Furnace and chest. I think I have 1 chest left. We also have a bit of wood, so I could probably make a chest. Chest. There we go. And we're also going to need to make a furnace, which is something that is very easy to do. Furnace here? Yes, I think so. So there. There's that. And this is placed, if I recall correctly, here, which I'm going to break manually because screw it. Okay, there we go, and then eventually we're going to have all the stuff here. I did not want that, honestly. So we'll have the power, etc., because we will have power go here and then into here, I think, and our main conduit is just going to go up like that. I think that will be an easy enough thing to do, and I think is, well, smart enough for what we're doing. And then we'll want our power. Let's pick up, not that, I didn't want a scorpion, thank you. But we'll pick up this so that we can just fill this in, because we aren't actually going to need much in the way of space. So, get rid of this also. Hooray! Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing? No. Not foreshadowing. That... I think that was foreshadowing. Of some degree. That was quite embarrassing. I am going to admit it. But let's place our dang things that we are going to need. We are going to need some energy conduits. If it actually places it in the gosh darn slot instead of trying to pick up the... Thank you. Goodbye. We have spares of you that we aren't going to need right now. So let's try to actually place this. There we go. Update complete. And we'll also need the item conduit. So there. Those are the things, and we'll want the planter here. I think that's going to be good enough. We'll put that there, and we are going to need energy, which we are going to provide. Then we'll just maybe do it like this. Is anything going to spawn? No. Highly doubt it. We'll put that there, though, so that we can prevent... Ooh, there's something over there that I am going to want to cover up later on. So this... And we'll make some more energy conduits, which will be easy enough thing to do. So let's not worry about that. Let us get our stuff going. We might need to complete this next time since we are running out of time. But let's hope that we don't have to do that. Okay, so let's get a bit more planning going before we get into a superfluous situation. Make a bunch of you. Heck, I'm not going to care. Just that. Blah. Okay. That'll be the energy conduits going, and we're also going to need the RF engine, which we might not have enough. One here, and we are going to... I don't care. That pain of not having enough redstone. Let's throw that there. We are going to need one more bit of redstone, which I don't see there, but let's just substitute that instead with one piece of bone meal, because that is something that we can extract for our own amusement, and we no longer have a canola backlog, so that's something that we needed more than that, you derp. I'll throw it back eventually. So, there, that is what we needed, and we're gonna eventually convert that to all we need. We are going to need eventually some more of those redstone things, but let's not worry about that right now because we do not have the time to speak of such matters in the public venue, avenue, etc., etc. Okay, RF engine, get all that, get, and we are going to need to get good, so let us do that. There we go. I think that should be enough power conduits. If not, I am gonna cry. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. So let's get all that, and can I be smart about this? Well, I don't know if I'll be smart about this, but I can do that. And then it's a question of what level is it? That level. Okay, so let's start digging. Speed is the key. Lightning McQueen has nothing on me. And we broke that, which is unfortunate, but is something that I'm not going to worry too much about. Boop. We're connected to energy? I think we are. Okay, so there's that. And then I think all we need to do is boop that, boop that, boop that, and finally boop that. Hey, I said, there we go. Okay, so this should give us the energy that we need. All that is left is to add the seed. Planted it there, which is very good. I don't think that's actually going to grow, though. So we are going to need to expand this with upgrades, which we don't have, and we are also going to need to add the output to whatever system we need. So we are going to need to expand this. So I need more item conduits to convert into the proper flavoring, etc., which isn't going to be too bad, but I am also going to need some more of that good old-fashioned redstone, which I am going to have to farm at a future time. And, oh boy, raid difficulty 4. So I think with regards to that, I'm going to have to make sure that my base is a bit more defensible. So I think I'll have to look at doing that as well next time. But we'll see how that goes. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Minecraft Invasion. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. I'm gonna need to automate this stuff also. Yay! WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.